Hi, this is our key activity. Is our discussion. So we're going to start. To start, I think that these points are very important to deal with, uh, and are social integration, social inclusion, social exclusion, and social participation. Um, I mean that social participation is to understood um, that in society's activities, it refers to the possibility to influence the decisions and have access to make a process. Uh, I think too that participation creates a mutual trust, and there are like basics shared responsibilities to the community and society.
Yeah, I also believe that minority groups have not been given the necessary support or importance since it is not a recent issue. It comes from many years ago. As the society advanced, there are some minority groups that also advance with it and become more and more notorious, but there are also others, such as indigenous groups, that had been left behind, and little by little their language, beliefs, rituals, etc. have been disappearing.
Yes, I think that as a society, we must ensure that the rights of minorities are highlighted and taken into account. Minorities enrich the societies of every country in the world, and in trying to guarantee their rights, our main objective should be that no one is afraid to identify themselves as a member of a minority, and also that they learn about them, their minority. So I think that it is very important to inform the people and educate about the importance of these minorities and indigenous people and all of them.
The minorities in our world and in the country don't have economical and political support, but one of the more important is the social. This is because they can communicate, they don't have the same traditions, and they have these problems and they can belong to a group.
Well, my proposal is to make a campaign that informs and educate people about the importance of minorities, all of them, in our cultural and social identity. In addition to promoting respect for all people, promote the full and effective equality of all minorities by creating the appropriate conditions, allowing them to preserve and develop their culture and their identity. Because this also help us to know about our countries and all the history and all the importance of all the persons that are around the world.
Yeah, I also think the best way to help them is by providing their culture and language too.
I think too that.
These people also need help from the government, but they don't have it, so we need to help by ourselves.
Yes, I think this is a fact that is very important. That they need help, they need economical help and social help, and they don't have it. So we are the responsibles to give it to them and to help them.
And I think too that social integration is important in this because it's one of the principal process, and it includes the values, relations, and other things to have equality of rights.
Well, I think we can conclude that all these people, all these indigenous people, and all these minorities need help, and a form to do it is by campaigns that inform people and educate them, and also making the conditions to allow them to preserve and develop their culture, and also giving them economical help to preserve their identity and their traditions.